Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Ross Ginasiquera. This is a performance management report for management and organization in a global environment. And I am James Christian Mahalintal with my members Sujata Adhikari, Lakshmi Narasimha, Ashkifor Raman, and Apash Adhikari. So we're here to report about performance management, which is topic 13. So just to summarize about performance management, in this era of work in competitive proportions, companies better illustrate how to quantify the people outside of their business. Performance management and leaders across each company were challenged in defining which employee or which employers' behaviors and actions help in refining the systems. Their system would truly shape good outcomes and results for workers and the organization itself. Some experts noted that strategies were used and given to improve performances, shifting programs and focus to a one that embraces the change about performance. It was always the change about performance was always a frequent recommendation. Companies ensure that all employees should understand what was expected of them and how their performance will be rated. Just a brief introduction. This report will be discussing some of the approaches for high performance management. This report will help decide which tools we use to achieve high performance in an organization. All the approaches and methods to achieve high performance will be discussed, as well as different problems that arise with it. At the same time, this report will discuss institutional planning and performance framework, which helps provide coherent and transparent framework for performance monitoring, reporting, and planning, which includes both internal and external accountabilities. So just to give you a brief a definition of performance management is a process of not only identifying, measuring, and developing a performance in an organization, but also is a management process of identifying individual performances out of all overall achievement of a company. The purpose of performance management is firstly to help the organization in making administrative decisions concerning the employees. Secondly is to help the development of employees, which means making sure they know their roles in the company and nurturing their potential.
Performance management is one of the oldest theory of the management consultation systems, and what we learn from the performance management is overall managing the whole performance of a team or of an organization contributing towards a succeeded goal. So on that performance management in a control theory perspectives, there are a few aspects which we need to be aware of. The first one is distinguishing between behavior and performance, which is one of the very major and vital aspects. The second is focusing on the goal state. So every organization have their own goal state. So in order to achieve the optimal performance, every management consultant should be aware of the focusing on the goal of that particular state. The third most important thing is ensuring accuracy. So it's not just achieving the overall goals, it also has to be very accurate on what we are actually expecting. Then it comes to difference between prefigured and configured actions, which is very important as well. In order to achieve an organizational goal, we should be bear in mind that there are certain differences between those. And last not the least is managing other influential factors. So there are a lot of different aspects or influential factors which can interfere with the performance. In terms of control theory perspective, we have to be aware of those as well.
Good afternoon everyone, my name is Sujata Adhikari and my student number is EMB21803. Today I am going to perform about the purpose of performance management, and the purpose of performance management is to upgrade performance of focal interest of our managers and analysts. There is a common idea among organizations that a suitable performance management framework can assist administrators with making decisions, detail objectives and objectives, and find plans and control all the operating activities. There there are two purposes of the performance management. The first purpose is to administrative in nature, which has a direct effect on organization and administrative decisions. And the second purpose of performance management is developmental approach, which serves a vital role in terms of identifying employees' training needs. And after that, the second part, the methods of performance management. Essential techniques for performance management develops measurements of performance objectives for performance and career development, preparing and improvement programs, supervisory performance, evaluation, training, rewards, and incentive given to the employees as per the needed. And the second part is the steps in performance management, which are involved below. There are 4 steps included in the report, which is one, that develop understanding about contributors of performance, acknowledgement of efforts, accept variance in performance, and take out of plan. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lakshmi Narasimha. I am just presenting a management and organization global environment as a part of assignment. So there is a topic is performance management. There are different types of steps are taken in an organization to manage the performances. In that top 10 as a keywords are taken. One is the link every department to your company's top goals. Okay, so you divide every department which can be aligned directly to the performance goal of the organization. Otherwise, there will be a different direction for the organization. Determine how well you can build up the team and do the meeting one-to-one with the people of your employees. Just get their feedback and what's happening with their individual contributions and how it is getting converted into the company's total growth. And that you always fix as general, you fix the bonus and perks for them for the better performance. It's better to understand their psychology and what is their capability and skill set to increase the performance. There should be you have to arrange the training, other sessions for which is required for the organization. So create a clear platforms, and always it is recommended that whenever you're talking to employee in person, just talk 40% to motivate them, only 20% of what they have done in the mistakes in the past. Okay, and another 40% you should motivate them to do the work what is required. Okay, thank you so much.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm Apus Adhikari, student number OLI 2110, and I'm here to speak on my part. So the purpose of performance management is firstly to help the organization in making the crucial decisions when it comes to employees. However, there are a few concerns relating to this matter. For example, the control theory states that the act of measurement of control contain aspect of the world about human nature, and it may interfere with the actual company goal. In this report, we will discuss institutional planning and performance framework, which helps provide coherent and transparent framework, which is very important because we need those platforms to work on. Lastly, I would just like to say, after researching and discussing, we came to conclusion that avoiding human factor from the process is a risk, and every single aspect of the organization and employee have to be taken into consideration when it comes to performance management. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ross Gunasiquera. This is the end of our report for performance management for management organizations in a global environment. Thank you so much.